Hey guys, we're here at our rental house and I want to talk to you a little bit about how to actually sign the lease and perform the leasing when you have tenants moving in. So we have tenants coming in the next few minutes here. We're all set up. I always bring our folding table and our chairs because we want somewhere to meet and talk, and then I'll just load this back up into the truck afterwards. I have two folders, one for me and one for myself. If you want to come a little closer. I have our lease agreement for me and I have a lease agreement for them. Basically, I want them to sign it and I want me to sign it. So yeah, we are going to sign 2 copies, but that way we leave with a copy and they leave with a copy, and everyone has it right away. The next thing is a lead-based paint disclaimer, where we sign to say that we have no knowledge of lead-based paint, we have no reports, no history, we are not aware of any of it. There's also the lead-based paint in your home pamphlet that you are required to give to all tenants. So this basically explains all about how lead could be in the house, in the paint, and how to protect your family. That's required by the state to do that. I also have a pamphlet on renter's insurance. So we do require our tenants to get renter's insurance. So this is someone that we've worked with in the past. They give good rates for renter's insurance. We do that so that our tenant stuff is protected, because our insurance protects the walls and the structure. Their renter's insurance will actually protect their belongings. So if something does happen, our insurance doesn't cover their stuff. We want them to be protected. The last thing we have is our move in and out condition report. So we're going to walk through the house while the tenants go through the house and basically note anything that's wrong in the house, broken, cracked, and it goes room by room, and they'll be able to fill it out. We'll sign it, they'll sign it. And then when they move out, we have a record of the condition of the property. Everyone has signed it. So then we know if something's broken, or the wall's got a hole in it that wasn't there before. It's all noted in the report. So they'll come in, hello, and that's what we do. Thanks. Hey, so we got cut off there a little bit. Our leasing agent had just walked in the door. So just walked away from the lease signing. Took us about 1 hour. Really want to take the time to walk through the lease and all the addendums with the tenants. Make sure they understand how to pay us, what happens when there's a maintenance request, what happens if something breaks. Really just walk them through the process of how they're going to be living in this house so that we don't run into those problems in the future. This is a process we've been working on over the last few lease signings, and I think we've got it down pretty well. Our tenants walk away knowing what to expect, and we walk away knowing that they have a pretty good idea that of our policies and procedures. So went well overall. We got our money, so now we have to go deposit the first month's rent in our bank account and set up a interest bearing account for the security deposit that actually does not belong to the landlord. It's an account that we'll set up in the name of the tenants, where we're a custodian of it, so that if something does go wrong, we can access it, but it is technically still their money. So we'll send them a letter in the next 2 weeks or so that explains that has all the bank information, explains where it is, and all that. But they can't just pull that money out without our approval. So yeah, went well. Glad to finally get some tenants in this one, and hopefully we'll be working on the next one soon. If you have any questions or comments, leave me a message below. We definitely want to hear from you. And if you're interested in learning more about what we have going on, then send me a private message. Thanks.